Hello and welcome. A very short video, probably because I can't seem to get much time in one of these alone. But now we're heading to between the last two stations. Unfortunately, it was not recording earlier. There's two high-speed trains went past. Not at super high speeds, but like on the LGB line. Super cool to see. And over the coolest section where there's both a highway and train line and all that, but this is still really cool. So what you're seeing here is Cable 1, Paris Metro. Go to the left here, you can see a ton of cherry trees, maybe? I don't know. Blooming in that field. That might actually, it's in the middle of a cemetery. Yeah. So you're also seeing a cemetery. Pan to the right here. On our way to Villanova. Yeah, you can see Paris way out in the distance is La Défense. More of Paris. And then, yeah, you saw the rest of the line all the way back. Keep going back, and there's more back there. Bit of wind today, as it is. But yeah, just wanted to shoot a little bit of video and apparently some voiceover. It's hopefully decent voiceover about the new Metro cable line. If I get lucky on the way back, I should be able to take a little bit more video. But yeah, let's talk about features that I've seen so far in here. There's a call button. There is information display. There are windows, but they're all set up so, this is built by CWA. I wonder if they, I don't know what country they actually built these in, probably somewhere in the EU. All the windows are set up so you can't throw anything out of them. They've thought of all that. Because I can imagine, getting a ball or something thrown out of here would be pretty terrible. There's another call button on that side for calling someone. There is priority seating, and then there is just regular seating. I think all of the seating is set up so it can flip up, so it can accept a wheelchair. I'm actually sitting in the wheelchair space. Yeah, now we'll be coming into the terminus. I'll probably go outside the fare gates and then come right back in the fare gates. I don't know if they care too much. But I do want to probably get a picture outside the station, so we'll get down in here and then get that picture. Just like the joke about metro station fields, this is a metro station in a field, guys. We're just coming right on in. And slowing, the typical sort of slowing down. Neat things, they have like this to gauge that any doors have opened inappropriately, so that's also good. And I guess just in general, if there's something outside of the profile. We definitely saw below that they had like light curtains. The boarding is amazing. Like basically outside of the terminus, Villanova. Just see how they come in. It's nice and quiet. It's not too loud. It's about normal noise if you've been on one of these. And we're back in. Yeah, get another look at this boarding setup. It's quite nice and level. They're ejecting because they are required to get out of this last platform. Yeah, they have these guards to make sure the doors do close properly. I think and it might just be to make sure you fit in the profile. No, they're probably controlling doors too. Try to catch this behind us. They have actually and you'll see this as we come in. Come on. Yeah, they have these light curtains so that if there's anything that falls into the trackway there, like for some reason you miss getting on it, it will probably stop the system immediately. So it's all set up to be quite safe. It's more safety than most of the cable cars I'm on in Switzerland. But these are a little bit less attended, maybe. Although there's always someone there. Some nice mural here on the on this apartment block, I assume. Again, beautiful views of. I'm not pointing way up. Beautiful views of different parts of Paris here to the left. Yeah, one thing to note is you can definitely hear the airplanes coming in from Orly. So like, if I can't believe if you can't hear that, but like basically, yeah, there's a plane coming in. A little bit terrible wind today, so I'm guessing I don't know if they're having a struggle, but like we'll see. Ah, yes, focus. What is focus? At some point, there we go. You're also hearing the wind and the rain and everything today. But it is a beautiful day, nonetheless. So yeah, this is an experiment for me. I'm trying. There's some creators I watch that do a lot less editing than I would do, and a lot more handheld than I would do too. I didn't even bring the gimbal this time. I didn't bring any to really do this properly. And kind of just at the last minute was like, hey, I was just gonna do some video. Is that like a chainsaw? Like a chainsaw going on outside. It looks like actually like out here. It looks like this is the training ground for the firefighters, possibly. Yeah, they got some different stuff going on here. So I wonder if they're doing some firefighter training. I heard a chainsaw. So no idea. I don't see anything going on. So like I don't know. Someone's testing some new equipment maybe. But yeah, apparently there's a lot of different training facilities back in here. It used to be it used to be military in there. Okay, so they have all this historic bunkers that they have to preserve probably. That's a good wind. And back over to these to the beautiful trees. Didn't expect to see them blooming already. Oh yeah, that's a heck of a lot. Like not way too much movement, but like yeah, that's some solid wind. They're coming back into another station here. Well, I don't know what's over here. Big bus terminal, semi-associated with where we're going. And yeah, we're gonna come into the Vegetal. And yeah, so please, this experiment, do comment if this is interesting, if this format's interesting. I don't have a lot of interesting things to say about this. There's other people who have already done the videos. Tim Dreveler did a great video on like, why the heck did they do it this way? And from what I remember in his video is the existing bus line was terrible, and because it had to take large detours, and the other options to replace that bus line are technically very difficult. Okay. Here we are. I'm gonna stop. Okay, so we're back up because there's no one with me again. Yeah, so one thing I noticed on this last station we were just at, this is the second last station before the terminus. Lumiere Provence. Provence? I don't know. You'll tell me how bad my pronunciation is in the comments. One thing I noticed about this station is there were no operators on this side, which is interesting. I don't know how that works. Or there's no operator on this side of the station. There was an operator on the other side, I believe. Oh, I think like, okay, the way this is weird here is because of, this allows them to like get on and off to do cleaning maybe, and then, okay, they have some like additional setup here so that they, for like, okay, this is the house where they store all of the cars at night. Okay, that makes sense. We're seeing yellow light here, which means the wind warning maybe is going off. I forget what yellow blinking means. Yellow blinking probably means risk, in the sense of like the wind is high and maybe it's running at a modified speed. Um, Anyhow, yeah, I noticed like, and I think that's like the plan probably is to try to run this more in an unattended operation. I don't know if they actually need people at every station, but they do need to get everyone acclimated to, or all the users acclimated to this service, and just like catch any like mistakes as they happen, right? So I think it does make sense that they have somebody at all the stations, at least at the beginning. I don't know if they can run them unattended without like the like platform doors sort of set up, which some on-demand systems are using now. But yeah, but this is the interesting section because it is where we do see this train line to the left. There's a train line that I think we'll end up passing over, maybe, I don't know. And we definitely pass over this highway. But first, we have to go under some high tension power lines. Or high voltage power lines, as they are. So yeah, we pop under these, so that's why there's this kind of like under thing and then back up. Um, the train line is cool here. Yeah, on the way here, I wasn't recording because there were other people in the train. It felt weird, or in the car, and it felt too awkward. And two different high-speed trains went past, a Frecarosa and a Wigo. Yeah. So if you're coming at the right time, I don't know what time that is usually, because you'll have to, do some investigations. Um, you can actually get some pretty cool shots of trains coming through here from kind of a bird's eye view. But it's very like good luck on the timing. If I were taking video on the way in, wow, convince it to focus here. If I were taking video on the way in, it would have been really cool. You can see the other stuff, other cars go past. And yeah, if we were lucky on the way back, which I don't think, doesn't seem like it. Now we're going over tons of other tracks. Tons of other tracks. Big freaking depot back there. Not very full of anything, but like that's not the point. Sometimes stuff just gets. Maybe it's busy other days of the week. Maybe it's something that the train company's never going to give up because if this area ever needs to get densify, they can use that land to make a pile of money. But yeah, no, I don't think we're gonna get nearly as lucky as before. That doesn't seem like it. There's the highway. That. There's the highway, and then like again, we're gonna come into this last station, which brings us back into the metro system. You can see some of the housing blocks and or apartment blocks and like a water tower. Kind of our left was kind of our last views of like the skyline, quote unquote, of Paris. Um, it does feel like yeah, maybe we're going slower. Not sure. I don't remember what the flashing yellow probably does mean that it hit some sort of warning on the wind though for sure. So yeah, all in all, like how would I rate this? I would rate this extremely highly. This is extremely nicely set up. It's clean. It's even when I was in with other people, it seemed safe. It looks like they have like video surveillance everywhere. If that's a thing that you worry about if they're going to have it or not. It does. It didn't have any unplanned stops except for like one where we like slowed down, but that was probably someone loading or unloading that needed assistance. So it's nice to see that like that they do have a system set up for that so that it slows way down, but maybe not the whole way. But I don't think we had any actual like full stops, which is a good sign. Um, It is always like the wind can stop this, so that's probably like on a day like this, probably the biggest concern is if the wind stops it, and then you're just kind of stuck on it for a while. Um, I also note they did put all these like these kind of hip height privacy screens to make sure that not looking into people's places and stuff and not just fine. I think it's a good compromise. I mean, the height compromise was probably really expensive, but the design compromise in the cars is fine. Um, so yeah, to close out the video, we're just going to come back on down into Tia Pont du Lac, and it's very steep. You can see, and then I just come right into the station here, and then that's it. That's it for this video. See you again next time in 6 to 8 months, maybe.